Welcome to the Central Iowa Sports Network's live coverage of the 2017 Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament from downtown Des Moines. It's 40 teams from the smallest towns to the biggest cities competing for 5 titles. CISN's coverage of the 2017 state tournament is brought to you by Mid-American Energy, CenturyLink, Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Now let's go courtside at Wells Fargo Arena for the play-by-play.
Welcome to Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. This is the Iowa Girls State High School Basketball Tournament tonight, a Class 4A quarterfinal from Des Moines here on CISN.TV. I'm Pat Curtis. This is Larry Kotler coming in here to Wells Fargo Arena here shortly. And should be a good ball game here tonight, Larry. A couple of teams. First of all, let's start with Cedar Rapids Xavier, a team that's been here many, many times. A lot of these players familiar with this arena. Obviously, Coach Tom Lilly is very familiar with these surroundings.
He is. In fact, he has been at Xavier for 19 years. Overall, he's taken 14 teams to state, 12 of whom have come from Cedar Rapids Xavier. And they've won state titles in 2003, 2005, 2007, and 2013. He has a record of 335 and 133. At Xavier, and an overall mark of 523 and 235. So when you look at which team has tournament experience, clearly it's on the side of Cedar Rapids Xavier.
And what a season they've had. They started the year, they had a record of 7-6 back on January 10th. They've rattled off 10 straight wins to get to the well,
including a victory over Waverly Shellrock to get here 42-38. And defense is really what spurred them in the last 10 games. They've only given up more than 35 points in 2 of those last 9 games, and one of those couple of games were in the 20s. So defense is what has spurred them on. They're giving up only 42 points per game.
So a lot of experience here at the state tournament for Xavier. Meanwhile, the Grinnnell Tigers come here. Their first trip to the girls' state high school basketball tournament in school history. Exciting time for the town of Grinnnell.
There's no question about that. And, you know, first trip ever to the state tournament. They've won 9 of their last 10 games. This is a team that will shoot the three-point shot a lot. And they also will give up a few more points. They give up 45 points a game while scoring 65. Xavier scores 50 points a game. So really Grinnell's more of the offensive-minded team, and they're going to put the ball up. Xavier is the bigger team inside, and they're going to play the ball more inside. So, but obviously, the other thing you have to wonder about, too, is what about nerves? If you've never played here on this big floor, and it's bigger than your normal floor, you wonder how that fits in, and also just the jitters of playing in the state tournament for the first time against an experienced Xavier club.
Earlier tonight, North Scott beating Nevada 57-27 as the 4A tournament got underway. So the winner of this game will play North Scott. Earlier today, some Class 3A quarterfinals. Pocahontas area over Clear Lake 46-22. Center Point Urbana a winner over Davenport Assumption 56-50. Cherokee beat Crestwood, and also Sioux Center, the undefeated team in Class 3A, advancing with a big 71-27 win over Prairie City Monroe. We also had the last 2A quarterfinal, and that was Cascade getting by Central Decatur in the first game of the day, 59-56.
And Pat, we've got 2 more 4A games in the quarterfinals tomorrow. We'll start it out at 10 a.m. with Marion 22-1 against Boone. The Toreadors are 19-5, and then Pella at 19-4 taking on Lewis Central. And then we move into the, I don't know, if this was a boys' tournament, say the big boys.
Yeah.
Can you say the big girls? I don't know. But the 5A girls, how's that?
Maybe we shouldn't say that, yeah. Grinnell is the home team on the scoreboard. Cedar Rapids Xavier, the visitor. And we're just about set for the introductions of the teams. A big crowd here from Grinnell. Of course, they're just down I-80 a ways. Cedar Rapids a little bit farther east. They're behind us as we sit here along courtside. Thank you for tuning in to CISN.TV. And now your starting lineups coming up here shortly.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship shown by Cedar Rapids Xavier and Grinnnell throughout the season and during the state tournament week. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents the school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Karen Brown of the Girls Athletic Union will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school's scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Cedar Rapids Xavier, accepting on behalf of Sister Mary Bryan Kelly is Norma Drilling. And from Grinnnell, say hello to Chris Juni. Hello, everyone, and are you ready for Iowa High School Girls 2017 State Tournament action? The winner of tonight's Class 4A quarterfinal game will advance to play North Scott in the Class 4A semifinal game on Friday, March 3rd at 10 a.m. First of all, say hello to head coach Tom Lilly and the Cedar Rapids Xavier Saints. Now say hello to head coach Trent Edson and the Grinnnell Tigers. Let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches from each team, beginning with the Cedar Rapids Xavier Saints. Number 0, Libby Arnold. Number 2, Addie Hoffman. Number 4, Paige Diebold. Number 5, Janae Marshall. Number 10, Lauren Cooling. Number 23, Maria Steffen. Number 24, Jess Callahan. Number 32, Maddox Stovey. And number 40, Emily Jasper. The assistant coaches for Cedar Rapids Xavier are Stephanie Potts, Erica Kearns, Beth Somick, and Jim Potts. And now, let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for the Grinnnell Tigers. Number 4, Rebecca McCombs. Number 10, Naomi Jackson. Number 14, Kiana Kais. Number 22, Megan Doty. Number 30, Emily Holsing. Number 32, Bailey Kriegel. Number 42, Cameron Juni. Number 44, Katie Cooper. And number 50, Selena Yohn. The assistant coaches for Grinnnell are Mark Kivett and Kent Castendick. And now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for tonight's starting lineups? For Cedar Rapids Xavier, number 1, Kiana Stanek. And for Grinnnell, number 2, Macy Harris. For Cedar Rapids Xavier, number 3, Caitlin Daniels. And for Grinnnell, number 20, Madeline Wilkins. For Cedar Rapids Xavier, number 12, Kylie Brown. And for Grinnnell, number 24, Cameron Moore. For Cedar Rapids Xavier, number 13, Alexi Noonan. And for Grinnnell, number 34, Sienna Durr. For Cedar Rapids Xavier, number 34, Amelia Ivester. And for Grinnnell, number 40, Kira Hungerford. The head coach for Cedar Rapids Xavier is Tom Lilly, and the head coach for the Grinnnell Tigers is Trent Edson. The floor officials tonight are Mike Lawler, Jason Alons, and Carson Haddle. Welcome, Cedar Rapids Xavier and Grinnnell, to the 2017 Iowa Girls State Tournament.
Carson Haddle from Johnston, Mike Lawler of Nevada, and Jason Alans from Waukee. Those are our officials introduced there. All of them have girls' state high school basketball tournament experience.
Pat, one of the things, again, I want to point out that I'm looking forward to watching, Grinnnell, first time here. You wonder if they come out with some jitters. We see that sometimes, whereas Xavier's a lot more experienced. So we'll see how Grinnnell handles the start of the ball game.
All right, we're set for the opening tip of this Class 4A quarterfinal. Grinnnell controls it in the white uniforms with the black and orange trim. And already our first foul, that's Sienna Durr will go to the free throw line.
Well, it's interesting, too, because she went right inside. That was number 34 going in there, Durr going in there and drawing the quick foul on Ivester.
Durr is the Tigers' leading scorer, averaging about 15 points a game. The junior forward. And she makes both of those free throws. The foul, by the way, on Noonan, in case we didn't mention that.
Right.
Xavier starts really three guards.
Pat, they don't shoot as many threes as Grinnnell by a long shot. They like to get the ball inside. And there's a three. And that's why.
The rebound down to Wilkins for the Tigers. I think that went off of the Saints.
That'll be off number 3 for the Saints, who, of course, is Caitlin Daniels. Daniels with 53 steals, 108 assists on the year.
And just a freshman. How about that?
That's not bad. Pretty good for a senior.
Passing up the three-point shot, driving to the basket. That was Cameron Moore. And quickly Durr with the rebound and the basket. She has 4 points to lead the way for Grinnnell early on.
And Moore got the rebound, actually dished it off to Durr, who was able to cut inside and get the deuce on the layup.
The three good for Kiana Stanek. No good there for Moore. And the Saints back quickly the other way. Nice pass inside and an easy layup. I believe that was Daniels.
I will say this. It's obvious that Grinnnell, even though, again, they are a three-point shooting team, they're not afraid to take it inside against bigger players and try to draw some fouls and maybe get somebody foul trouble, or at least get some bonus opportunities.
Another foul on Xavier. Grinnnell, a three-point shot here. No good, and the Saints with the rebound. Stolen away by Hungerford. Saints back with the rebound. And another three for Stanek. Hot start for the senior guard for the Saints. 6 points, and Xavier with an 8-4 lead. Turnover on the Tigers.
Stanek getting up to that good start, and on the year, she hit 52 of 137 137 attempts, 38% from the three-point line, and she started off with 2 here.
No good for Kylie Brown. Nice rebound by Durr, and she's fouled.
And that's going to be the second foul on Lexi Noonan. And Noonan, as you mentioned, Pat, is their leading scorer in the year. But she's picked up a couple of quick fouls, so you have to decide what Tom Lilly wants to do. I think they're going to get her out of there. Oh, nice block inside. And that's Noonan. And again, she's going to come out of the ball game with 2 quick fouls, and that takes away some of their offense and a good part of their defense. She has 21 blocks on the year, but she is their leading scorer, so that hurts Cedar Rapids Xavier from the get-go with those 2 quick fouls.
I like the move by Harris to take it right at her, though, knowing she has 2 fouls.
Absolutely.
Oh, looked like travel there.
Boy, how many times do we see that? You look up, you find an opening, you take that step before you put the ball on the floor, which results in a travel every time.
Number 10, Naomi Jackson. Jackson at the Grinnnell lineup.
So early on, turnover troubles for the Tigers, foul troubles for the Saints. Nice move inside, but the basket won't go for Ivester. Or excuse me, I think that was Jasper into the game.
And Durr just took it all the way down and drew the foul on Kylie Brown. And all she did, Pat, that time was she just took it down the lane. She wasn't even thinking of anything but going straight for the basket.
Team foul number 4 at the line. Grinnnell, Sienna Durr, shooting 1.
And that's already the 4th foul on Cedar Rapids Xavier, I believe.
Yep. The rebound down by Madeline Wilkins on the miss for the Saints. And chucking up the 3, that is
Naomi Jackson.
Yeah.
And that's a big 3 for them because Durr had done pretty much all the scoring and they needed somebody else to chip in, and she hit that 3 from the wing, and that's a big 3 for the Tigers.
All right, so Jackson in off the bench with the 3-point basket. Timeout on the floor. This is CISN.TV.
Hey, it's annual enrollment for most Iowa HealthLink members. If you signed up in April last year, you can change plans or keep things the way they are. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, I'll probably
Senior guard plans to play at Co next year. I'm sorry, that was Emily Jasper for the Saints.
Now we get a follow-up. Sienna Durr, the missed shot, she puts it back in, and Durr off to a solid start. She's got 7 already.
Here's Stanek again with the 3.
Ooh.
Nails it.
Stanek is 3 for 4 from the three-point line. Mentioned she's about a 38%er on the year.
Well, she's feeling it here at the well. Grinnnell showing some patience here on offense. Durr will take over at the top of the key here. And they three-point basket, good.
And that's Madeline Wilkins. And Maddie has had some big games. In fact, against Carlisle, she had 20 points and 10 rebounds in the game that got them here to state.
I think that was Holsing with the basket, number 30. That was Holsing with that last three. But
kick ball, and Cedar Rapids Xavier will maintain possession. Back and forth here, and I like the fact that Xavier got the early lead, but then Grinnnell hung in there. And again, that three by Jackson got him within two, and now it's been back and forth.
stolen away on the inbounds by Holsing, it would appear, or Hungerford.
Nope, they get a timeout taken. Grinnnell.
All right.
They knocked the ball away, and then they were able to get the timeout call, even though it looked close between that or a held ball.
We'll keep it here for this 30-second timeout. And that was Holsing with a three-point basket for Grinnnell to give them the 15-13 lead late here in the first quarter, and they'll try to, I would imagine, hold on to the ball and get a last shot up here in the first quarter.
So far, Pat, Xavier shooting 50%, 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3 for 60%. And 2 of 5 for Grinnnell from the three-point line.
Again, Lexi Noonan, the leading scorer for Xavier, has spent most of the first quarter on the bench with 2 quick fouls in this game. Wilkins driving to the basket.
Nice block by Stanek.
And it's out of bounds off of Stanek, so it will remain the Tigers' ball with 9 ticks left on the clock. Oh,
blocked.
Traveling on Wilkins.
And that gives Xavier 4 seconds. So they've got a chance to get a decent shot if they move the ball up court quickly.
Caitlin Daniels, the freshman, will take it.
Nope.
And that'll come up short. 15-13, Grinnnell with the lead after 1 quarter of play. This is CISN.TV.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa, and here, we don't just dream, we make history. This is
in this 4A quarterfinal. And it'll be interesting, Larry, to see if Noonan for Xavier will
She's
get
right there. She's back in.
She is
She's
back
in the
there.
game. Interesting stat, even though Xavier's a bigger team, Grinnell's out rebounding 10-4 so far.
Lexi Noonan on the court, the leading scorer for the Saints. She has 2 fouls. She drives to the basket and
Nice shot.
ties this game up. Her first 2 points.
Yeah, nice bank shot. Went to the right side, used the glass.
Saints Donick.
Back and forth game. Xavier jumped out early, but right now it's Cedar up. Not right now. It's Grinnnell up 17-15 with under 7 minutes to play first half.
Sienna Durr leading the way for Grinnnell so far with 5 points.
Well, we've lost it twice.
Her first key foul, number 5.
All right, Stanek, her first foul.
Yeah, let Joel know, would you?
And that is 5 team fouls now on the Saints.
Ooh, big block. That was Amelia Ivester with the block. She has 49 blocks, had 49 blocks coming in. And actually it went off of Grinnnell.
All right.
So she blocked it and hit it off the player, and now the Saints get it back.
Ivester, the tallest player maybe in the Class 4A field, 6'2".
Well, Xavier, by the way, had 1 number 10 blocks on the season.
Jumper no good for Ivester, and the rebound down to Grinnnell.
Walked again. It's just interesting, and it happens not just in high school, but in college, Pat, where, again, they forget to put the ball on the floor. They try to make the move first, and it results in a turnover.
Macy Harris, the sophomore guard, with the turnover.
4th turnover for Grinnnell. Xavier with 3 so far.
Uh-oh.
Bad foul. Bad foul by Noonan.
And that is her 3rd.
Right, and that's a costly foul. Obviously, he sent her back to the bench, but it's the kind of foul she really didn't need to commit. It was like what happened was that she missed the shot, Durr had the rebound, and she tried to reach in and grab it back. And there was really no reason for that foul to be committed, and that is a costly one for the Saints.
17-15, the Tigers on top here, 5:41 to go in the second quarter. Durr drives to the hoop, can't get it to go, and the rebound down to Ivester. Open shot good for Maria Steffen. Her first bucket. Here's Durr back the other way, drives inside and gets this one to go.
Teams trading buckets now. Grinnnell by 2, 19-17.
7 points for Durr.
Meanwhile, on the other side, Grinnell's in the bonus for the rest of the half.
Good defense by the Tigers, stolen away by Wilkins. And a pass down to Durr. She loses it out of bounds.
I'm actually amazed that ball got to Durr. That long, about a half-court throw, and it bounced to her, and there were 2 Cedar Rapids Xavier players right there, let it go right past him, but they were fortunate that she fumbled it out of bounds.
The freshman Daniels inside to Brown, but the ball loose on the floor. Jump ball will go Grinnell's way.
Xavier shooting 44%, 7 of 16. Grinnnell 8 of 19 for 42%. Xavier 3 of 6 from the three-point line at 50. And Grinnell's taken only 5 three-point shots so far. They've been going inside mostly, and they're 2 of 5.
Gianna Stanek for Xavier with all 3 three-pointers for the Saints. Here's a steal for the Saints. Nice job by Stanek. She'll slow it down, look for Caitlin Daniels. Good. The freshman with the three-pointer, giving Xavier the 1-point lead.
One thing they should be doing, moving the ball a little quicker. Seems like they're just waiting and waiting, and they're not sure where to get rid of the ball to. You get a lot better shots if you move the ball quicker.
Ooh.
Another tie-up. But it's interesting because there in the middle was Kylie Brown, and she altered that shot she went down the middle, and she saw Kylie Brown and just put it up over her, but that's why she missed the shot. She made her alter it.
All right, so the Saints back with the ball and the 1-point lead.
Boy, that's alert ball.
Yeah.
Just tipping the basketball back outside to your teammate by Steffen. And you get a fresh possession.
Again, the Saints playing most of this first half without their leading scorer, Lexi Noonan, on the bench with 3 fouls. Here's Caitlin Daniels driving and losing the ball out of bounds.
You know what's interesting about that? Because a lot of times the official will automatically call a trip. But she stumbled over her own feet, so good no call by the official.
I believe that's turnover number 6 for Xavier, or 5.
That's number 5. 7 for Grinnnell.
Time running down here in the first half, now a minute 15. Grinnnell trying to get back on top here.
Now I was surprised Jackson didn't take that. That's the one she hit earlier. My guess is they wait much longer. They'll just hold it for the final shot of the half. Unless they get something very good like, underneath like that, but.
And drawing the foul, Cameron Moore with a hard drive to the basket.
Very aggressive play that time because she had an opening in there and knew she was either going to get a chance to get an open layup or draw the foul and go to the line for 2. Very smart play on the part of Cameron Moore.
From focusing on food safety to promoting animal care, protecting Iowa's natural resources to enhancing the quality of life in their communities, Iowa pig farmers are doing it right. To learn more, visit iowapork.org.
Moore made the first free throw, gives Grinnnell a chance to go back on top here.
Misses the second, so Moore with 3 points in this first half.
Oh, nice floater.
Lexi Noonan, I thought came back into the game.
That was Daniels. No, that was Daniels right now hitting the shot. But a good job by the Saints to keep the ball alive until Daniels could connect on the deuce. There we go.
Another turnover.
That's at least 3 of those.
Yeah.
Unforced errors, which for Grinnnell, that'll give them 8 turnovers now.
So now the Saints with a chance before the end of the first half to build on their 2-point lead.
Down to 10 seconds.
The freshman takes it all the way, misses it, but rebound and foul on Grinnnell.
Boy, that hurts you when there's only 3 seconds to play in the half and you commit a foul. And
Katie Cooper.
And it's only Grinnell's third foul. But because she was trying to put the ball back up, she gets 2 free throws here with 3.2 seconds remaining.
Maddox Stovey missing the first of 2.
But the key, of course, you have to make them, Pat.
Stovey makes that one for her first point. And time runs out on the Tigers. So Xavier will take the halftime lead, 25-22. This is the Iowa Girls State High School Basketball Tournament, Class 4A quarterfinal. Halftime coming up. This is CISN.TV.
Spring has arrived at the all-new Fireplace Superstore. Drop in and check out all the new 2017 patio furniture. At Fireplace Superstore, you will find Central Iowa's most complete outdoor furniture selection for your deck and patio, including gas and charcoal grills, fire pits, and wicker furniture. Get in on the early spring savings going on now. Fireplace Superstore has been creating your outdoor style for over 35 years. Fireplace Superstore just west of Homeacres on Douglas in Urbandale.
Ask anyone you know, they will tell you the best meat comes from Fairway. We take pride in our meat counter and choose nothing but the best choice beef for our customers. From ribeyes to ribs, chicken to brats, we have them all. From grilling season to crock-pot weather, we have you covered. Fairway, best at choice beef.
It's Truck Month at the all-new Schottenkirk Ford in Indianola. Get $12,000 off select new F-150s and a 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. $12,000 off select new F-150s. Or get 0% for 72 months. To bulk up fresh local trades, Schottenkirk Ford is in a position to give you more for your trade. The Schottenkirk Experience, now available in Indianola. The all-new Schottenkirk Ford of Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
Kotler back at Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. Cedar Rapids Xavier leading Grinnnell 25-22 at halftime. Larry, you have a rundown of first half stats.
All right, first of all, for Xavier, individually scoring-wise, 9 points for Kiana Stanek, who got all of those on three-point shots. Steers 3 of 4 from the distance. 7 points for Caitlin Daniels, 2 points apiece for Kylie Brown. Lexi Noonan, who was the leading scorer in this club for the year, at 14 points a game, but she got early foul trouble, and she was saddled on the bench most of the half. She has 3 fouls. And also 2 points for Maria Steffen, 2 points for Emily Jasper, and 1 point for Maxie Stovey. For Grinnnell, 11 points for Sienna Durr on 4 of 6 from the field. And she also had 7 rebounds in the first half. 3 points apiece for Cameron Moore, Naomi Jackson, and Emily Hulsing. Each of the last 2 hit 3-point shots. And 2 points for Madeline Wilkins. Team-wise, Xavier, 9 of 22 from the field for just under 41%. 4 of 7 from the three-point line, 57.1%. 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 75%. 12 rebounds for Xavier. They were getting beaten badly earlier in the half, but they came back to only trail by 1. Rebound-wise, 4 offensive, 8 defensive rebounds, 6 turnovers. And for Grinnnell, the Tigers are shooting 40%, 8 of 20 from the field, 2 of 5 from the three-point line, also 40%. And they haven't taken very many three-point shots and haven't taken one for a while. 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 80%. And again, 13 rebounds compared to 12 for Xavier, 5 offensive rebounds, and 8 on the defensive end, and 8 turnovers. So again, that's what you get. Close ball game. In fact, the largest lead for either team has been 4. Xavier's had a 4-point lead at one point. Grinnnell has had a 4-point lead, but right now Xavier leads it by 3 at the intermission. And right now you never know what's going to happen in a quarter, Pat. But right now it looks like this one has all the earmarkings of a game that's going to go right down the wire. But you never know if one team's going to step it up in the second half.
All right, Cedar Rapids Xavier leading Grinnnell 25-22 at halftime. This is CISN.TV.
Hey, it's annual enrollment for most Iowa HealthLink members. If you signed up in April last year, you can change plans or keep things the way they are. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, I'll probably check out all the plans again. I'm thinking about switching. I just want to make some healthy changes this year. Who do you have?
I'm staying with Amerigroup. I get all the regular benefits plus lots of extras, rewards for getting checkups, and free Weight Watchers.
Wow, that sounds great. I'm going with Amerigroup too.
Choose Amerigroup. Call 1-800-338-8366 today.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream, we make history.
Honesty, integrity, hard work, discipline.
Hi, I'm Greg Schottenkirk, and for over 50 years, our dealerships have been built on these principles.
I'm Doug DeArmond, managing partner. For the last 12 years, we've shown Waukee a new way of doing business.
And now we're going to show Ford buyers in Indianola the same way.
Introducing the all-new Schottenkirk Ford in Indianola. Schottenkirk Ford of Indianola. Now 2 stores and 1 name to better serve you. SchottenkirkFord.com.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
Grinnnell Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
Welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. This Class 4A quarterfinal. Cedar Rapids Xavier leading Grinnnell 25-22 at halftime. If you're Coach Tom Lilly and your best player, Lexi Noonan, hasn't hardly played in the first half, you have a 3-point lead. You got to be pretty happy.
You probably are, because she got 2 quick fouls and then picked up a third on a kind of a silly play. But you're right, she hasn't played much of the first half. She's been sitting on the bench. You know, I'm a little surprised that Grinnell's taken the ball inside as much as it has. I thought they would fire up more 3-pointers. But the one thing we have not seen Grinnell is a lot of nerves. I mean, they have 8 turnovers in the first half, but Xavier has 6. A few sloppy passes here and there, but I think overall for a first state tournament appearance, I think this team has showed some pretty good poise.
Yeah, if you're Trent Edson, the coach for the Tigers, what are you telling your girls here at halftime, or what's the strategy going into the second half?
Well, I would tell you one thing I would do. If Lexi Noonan's in the game, I'd go right at her.
Yeah.
I'd say, see if we can get her on the bench for the 4th foul. And my guess is she will start the second half. That's the first thing I would tell them. Other than that, just play your game. Just play your game. You know, I like it. You know, I watch a lot of Drake, obviously, as the voice of the Bulldogs. But the women really share the basketball. We saw that in the game prior to this with North Scott, which knocked off Nevada 57-27. They really shared the ball well, and that gets you more open shots, and then you can't be afraid to take them. So, you know, I would move the ball around. Both teams are working from the inside mostly, and they're shooting okay, 41% to 40%. Not bad for playing on a new floor here at the state tournament, which is a larger floor than they're used to playing.
As you mentioned, North Scott beating Nevada 57-27. So the winner of this game will play North Scott. That semifinal will be Friday at 10 a.m. Now tomorrow morning, more Class 4A action. It'll be Marion against Boone. That's the 10 a.m. game. And then at 11:45, Pella against Lewis Central. So that'll round out the Class 4A tournament first round games.
I'll tell you the game everybody's buzzing about here in Central Iowa. West Des Moines Valley and Dowling Catholic in the 5A tomorrow. That's going to be at 5 o'clock. 5A starts at 1:30 with Indianola undefeated, taking on Johnston. Iowa City High meeting Cedar Falls. Then at 5 o'clock, it's that Valley Dowling Catholic. And, of course, no love lost between those two schools. I know that because I went to Valley. And then you have Iowa City West and Waukee. So should be a good 5A field. Indianola, the undefeated, coming in. But, hey, that's what the state tournament's all about. You're going to get the favorites who are going to win. You're going to get somebody who's going to be an upstart and surprise all the odds makers.
All right. And you're seeing some of the highlights of the first half here.
That was the missed shot at the putback by Durr.
And Sienna Durr leading the way right now for Grinnell with 7 points.
And that was Stanek with one of her 3 3-pointers in the first half. She has 9 to lead Xavier.
One thing that Grinnnell has had some success with is just Durr taking it herself all the way to the basket. And we saw that early on. Maybe they'll get back to that more here in the second half.
Well, they've done a good job rebounding against a larger squad. They lead only by 1, but they dominated the boards for a while. Now, toward the end of the half, Xavier started to exert itself a little bit on the glass, but Grinnnell's held its own against a larger club.
And as you can hear, we're getting ready for the third period of play. Xavier leading Grinnnell 25-22.
You know, one thing, Pat, we haven't mentioned, Grinnnell, they've got great balance in this club. They have 4 starters who average in double figures. Wilkins with 14, Moore with just under 12, Durr with 15, and Hungerford with 10. So they can go a number of different directions. On the other side, the only player who averages in double figures is Lexi Noonan, who's been saddled with foul trouble. She averages 14. And Noonan is out. And let's see if they do go at her and try to get that 4th foul.
All right. This is Wilkins controlling the ball. To Moore, a 3-point shot, won't go. Rebound was to Grinnnell, but just off the hands of Hungerford, out of bounds. So again, Lexi Noonan, the senior guard, averages 14 points a game, just 2 points in the first half. Again, playing with 3 fouls. Kylie Brown, no good. The ball loose, picked up by the Tigers. And there's Durr going right under the hoop, but shoots it back outside. Hungerford thinks about a 3, but gives it to her teammate, nice. Wilkins, who knocks it down.
Maddie Wilkins, she averages 14 points a game. She's a 45% three-point shooter, and she showed why with that shot.
5 points for Madeline Wilkins, the senior guard.
That's a big bucket. Gets them right back in the ball game, ties it up.
Oh, the Saints had a player open under the basket, but just couldn't connect, and the Tigers take advantage of the turnover, maybe? No. Basket no good for Hungerford.
But after shooting only 5 threes in the first half, 2 quick ones here.
Easy layup for Lexi Noonan on the other end.
Good ball movement, good running the floor by Noonan.
27-25, the Saints on top now. 3-point shot no good for Harris, but the Tigers with the rebound, that's Hungerford.
Yep, good follow-up by the guard. The 5'6" guard had good position.
First 2 points for Hungerford. Nice job underneath by Ivester, but she couldn't get the basket to go, but stolen away again by Stanek. She drives, gets the basket, and a chance for a 3-point play.
Nice steal by Stanek, took it to the right side. The one thing we're seeing more offensive-minded play here to start the second half. Teams have felt each other out now for the first half. Now they're working in more toward the hoop. We're seeing Grinnnell taking some 3-point shots, which is what they do so well. But nice play by Stanek there.
Hey, basketball fans, save money while in Greater Des Moines. The Catch Des Moines Fun Pass features deals and discounts at places like Fong's Pizza, Science Center of Iowa, and MB2 Raceway.
Stanek made the free throw, and now she leads all scorers with 12.
That foul was on Wilkins, her first, I believe. Nobody for the Tigers really in any foul trouble. And nice basket there by Kylie Brown.
Yeah, Brown got open, and this is now the largest lead either team has had in the ball game, 5 in favor of Xavier.
Let's take a timeout. This is CISN.TV.
Truck Month at the all-new Schottenkirk Ford in Indianola. Get $12,000 off select new F-150s and a 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. $12,000 off select new F-150s. Or get 0% for 72 months. To bulk up fresh local trades, Schottenkirk Ford is in a position to give you more for your trade. The Schottenkirk Experience, now available in Indianola. The all-new Schottenkirk Ford of Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com. It's trucks.
Larry, what's been the difference for Xavier here in the second half, really opening up this ball game?
Well, I think they've gotten some open shots, and they haven't been afraid to take them. I mean, they're working the ball around better. They're passing the ball more crisply, and I think they are getting some open shots now. I mean, that's been the biggest difference. Grinnnell's really just not hitting shots here. They've had some open shots as well, but they haven't been able to drop them. So, it's interesting. We make this a complex game, but, the team that shoots better usually wins. And I don't mean to say that in a flip way. It's just that right now, Xavier's just shooting better than Grinnnell.
(32-27), 5:21 left in the third period. Xavier with the lead. The Tigers with the ball. And stolen away, yes, by Caitlin Daniels. And she passes it off to her teammate Lexi Noonan with 2.
Well, that's another reason. They've gotten a lot of fast break buckets, or at least a few that I can think of, including that one. Getting some takeaways.
Three-point shot, no good for Hungerford.
Grinnell's now shooting 35%. Xavier shooting 50%.
Noonan with the shot, no good. Durr coming back the other way.
Good pass. Good foul.
Oh.
Good finish.
Durr with another basket.
They needed that.
Her first of the second half.
Excuse me, Pat. Grinnell's not shooting particularly well, but they're still within 5.
Daniels drives in on Durr.
Oh.
And stolen away. Nice job by Cameron Moore. Is she going to take it all the way? She will, but rejected by Noonan.
Well, she tried to get the defender. She tried to make a fake. She faked a pass to the left, tried to get the defender off her, but the defender stayed with her and drew the block. And I mentioned Xavier comes into this game, in this tournament, with 110 blocks.
This is Naomi Jackson into the ball game, comes off the bench for the Tigers. Shot no good by Moore.
See, Pat, they're getting wide open looks. They're just not knocking them down. They're now 3 of 11 from 3.
Stanek had the hot hand in the first half. She misses that three-point attempt, but the Saints get the offensive board.
3 tries and they couldn't connect, and Grinnnell gets it back. And again, the Tigers are only 5 down here.
Jackson with another turnover for the Tigers.
No, that was an offensive foul. To be honest with you, I didn't really see much there. But in the first half, we talked about this. Here's Noonan with 3 fouls, but the one thing Grinnnell has not done, they've not taken it inside hardly at all this half. They've been shooting from the outside, which really protects Noonan.
Stanek, another 3. Good.
Big time shot. Deep 3. That's her 4th of the game.
15 points for the senior. 8-point lead now for the Saints.
But I like that play right there, getting the ball inside to Durr.
Yep. 11 points for Sienna Durr.
Kylie Brown.
She's got 6. Nice answer for the Saints. Stolen away by Stanek. She'll take it all the way and draw a foul.
And that's a very smart play by Stanek. I like the way she thinks, taking it right at the defender, where unless the defender is savvy enough to find a way to take a charge there, at the very least you're going to get a foul and possibly a 2-shot foul, which is exactly what she got.
For over 100 years, expertise and experience have made Lincoln Savings Bank the bank of choice for thousands of Iowans. Join with Lincoln Savings Bank as your lifelong financial partner.
Stanek now with 15 after that free throw. This is a perilous time for Grinnnell. They've got to find a way to stay in this game, do a little damage before the fourth quarter.
16 for Stanek.
And she averages just under 8 per game, so she's doubled her season's average today.
And the steal, Caitlin Daniels knocked that away.
Wide open. Once again, wide open shot.
Maria Steffen.
And a timeout taken by Grinnnell.
All right, so all of a sudden, a 12-point lead for the Saints. We'll take a timeout. This is CISN.TV.
I'm an environmentalist working hard to protect Iowa's natural resources.
I'm an employer committed to providing a safe workplace for Iowans.
I'm a farmer consistently producing quality products for consumers worldwide.
I'm an animal welfare advocate, protecting and promoting animal well-being in everything I do.
We're Iowa hog farmers, and we care.
And we care.
Honesty, integrity, hard work, discipline.
Hi, I'm Greg Schottenkirk, and for over 50 years, our dealerships have been built on these principles.
I'm Doug DeArmond, managing partner. For the last 12 years, we've shown Waukee a new way of doing business.
And now we're going to show Ford buyers in Indianola the same way.
Introducing the all-new Schottenkirk Ford in Indianola. Schottenkirk Ford of Indianola. Now 2 stores and 1 name to better serve you. SchottenkirkFord.com. Honesty.
Just over a minute to go in the third period. And a critical time, as you mentioned, Larry. The Tigers down by 12. They need to claw back into this game.
Well, at halftime, at the half, Xavier was shooting 41%, Grinnnell 40%. Now it's Xavier 47%, Grinnnell 37.5%. This is a 9-2 run by the Saints.
3-point shot won't go.
And right now they're 3 of 12 from the three-point line. That's right at 25%.
And as you said, open looks
right
from the 3 just won't go. Nice block by Durr.
Nice block, exactly. She had 43 on the year. Good player.
Lexi Noonan again with 3 fouls. She's on the bench right now for the Saints.
But she hasn't added any fouls here in the third quarter.
Caitlin Davis takes it all the way. It won't go, but her teammate with the rebound, and now Davis comes back out with it. 30 seconds to go.
And they get a reset. And if they're wise, they'll just hold the ball. Uh-oh.
And
they anticipate that time a lack of communication.
Yep. So the Tigers with just under 19 seconds to work with.
Got kind of bailed out there. Well, Stanek just kind of stood there and actually got run into. That's only the first foul on Xavier.
3 team fouls on the Tigers. 3, 2, 1. It won't go. I counted that down a little fast, but Xavier.
Not a good shot that time at
No.
all. Just kind of raced in the middle and just kind of threw it up.
43-31, the Saints with the lead headed to the 4th and final period of play. This is CISN.TV.
Hey, it's annual enrollment for most Iowa HealthLink members. If you signed up in April last year, you can change plans or keep things the way they are. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, I'll probably check out all the plans again. I'm thinking about switching. I just want to make some healthy changes this year. Who do you have?
I'm staying with Amerigroup. I get all the regular benefits plus lots of extras. Rewards for getting checkups and free Weight Watchers.
Wow, that sounds great. I'm going with Amerigroup too.
Choose Amerigroup. Call 1-800-338-8366 today.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream, we make history. This is...
Thanks for joining us at Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. I'm Pat Curtis. Larry Kotler joining me for the call tonight of this Class 4A quarterfinal. And Xavier with a 12-point lead to start the 4th period. And the ball.
And they outscored Grinnnell by 9 in that quarter. Grinnell's got to find a way to stay in this ball game and hit some shots, which they did not hit in the 3rd quarter.
Lexi Noonan with the ball. She's back in the game.
Now, the one thing you don't want to do if you're Xavier, you don't want to get passive here. Now, they're not showing it yet.
Noonan can't get that shot to fall, and the rebound down to Sienna Durr for the Tigers. Quickly back the other way. And that's Jackson who knocks it down.
She's taken 2 shots and hit both of them, and nothing but net. Well, Grinnnell has to be the aggressor here. But again, Xavier can't afford to become passive.
The Tigers now within 10. And
more sloppy.
Maybe a turnover here. Jackson comes up with it for the Tigers. This is Wilkins. Jackson has her 3-point shot blocked.
Right, so it'll still be Grinnnell ball. And she's looking more for the shot now that she's 2 for 2.
Yep.
But again, this is a big possession for Grinnnell. You want to find a way to climb back in the game now.
Noonan credited with the rejection there. Inside to Durr. She looks outside to Moore, who drives. Can't get it to go, but gets her own board and resets. Durr has it blocked and picked up by Noonan.
Good possession, and I should say good position by Kylie Brown.
Inside to Noonan. She's got a clear look at the basket, but it won't go. And down with the board is Cameron Moore. She'll take it right to the basket and is fouled.
You know, one stat they don't show here, and I wish they would, is block shots, because we've seen a number of them on the part of Cedar Rapids Xavier tonight. But that's a good aggressive play on Cameron Moore, and she'll go to the line for 2. If she can knock these down, Grinnnell gets back within 8, and you still have plenty of time at 5:45.
All right, quick timeout. This is CISN.TV.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us. or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
Grinnnell Clothing. Your size, your style, we've got it all.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Cameron Moore at the free throw. Xavier shooting 75% from the free throw line. She misses both.
That hurts, and now Grinnnell has a chance to close within 6 or 5 if they knock down a 3. Out in Noonan.
Oh.
That's a big shot for Xavier.
Durr takes it right back to the hoop. Won't get it to go. And the Saints come out with it, and Durr with the frustration foul.
Right, that's exactly what that was. That was a big bucket by Noonan on the other end, because you had Grinnnell coming back and getting back to within 5 points, and they had a little bit of a run there, a 7-0 run for Noonan with a nice runner. Oh, nice steal. Well, almost a steal. But they get the ball.
It'll be
the same.
ball.
Yeah, it'll be the same as that. And that time's just stuck a hand in there.
Tigers with the possession arrow. They take over. Trailing by 7.
Each possession, very, very important for both players, but particularly for Grinnnell here.
Let's see if they try and get it inside to Durr again. They do. And a foul called on Maddox Stovey.
Well, it's interesting because now the Xavier defense is essentially challenging Grinnnell to take a three-point shot. They haven't been shooting well from the outside, and Grinnell's not going for the bait. 4 fouls in each team, Pat.
Halfway through this fourth period. Another foul. This one will go on Caitlin Daniels. And heading to the free throw line, Macy Harris.
Grinnell's an okay free throw shooting team. They're only 65%, so they're not a great free throw shooting team.
Harris with her first point of the night.
Doesn't hurt when you get a bounce like that, though. Off the back rim, straight up and down through. Grinnnell back within 6 now.
Kylie Brown will go to the free throw line.
And that's going to be the third foul on Durr, who lost Brown. And Brown was wide open and wisely just took it straight to the hoop.
Kylie Brown, a senior, with 7 points tonight.
And that's right at her average. She averages just about 8.
Oh, tough foul on Caitlin Daniels.
That's a tough foul. You're going for the basketball. Looked like you had a palming violation before then on Grinnnell. She's going for the ball. I think in some cases just leave that as a no call.
Yeah, both teams now with 6 team fouls. If Grinnnell can get a little bit closer here.
Oh, nice cut.
Oh.
Nice cut by Durr. She found an opening that time, just slashed her way through, and she'll go to the line for 2 free throws and can get Grinnnell back to within 5 again. You can tell she has a nose for the basket. She has a way of finding the open seam.
That was on Noonan, I believe. So from focusing on food safety to promoting animal care, protecting Iowa's natural resources to enhancing the quality of life in their communities, Iowa pig farmers are doing it right. To learn more, visit iowapork.org.
Makes them both. It's a 5-point game again.
And 20 points for Sienna Durr.
Smart move there to double team Noonan.
Kylie Brown works it back out top to
Turnover.
Daniels, who loses it. And now a layup at the other end. It'll go for Cameron Moore.
Well, that time,
3-point lead now for the Saints.
just a loss of focus resulted in a turnover.
Timeout called by the Saints before that 3-point shot. 46-43. The Tigers have clawed back into this one with under 3 minutes to go. Larry, turnovers have been a big part of this ball game.
Right, and especially this late run by Grinnnell, because Grinnnell was down 12 at 43-31. Since that time, Grinnnell has outscored the Saints 12-3.
Wow.
And the other thing Grinnell's done is they weren't hitting from the outside, so they've gone away from the outside game, even though Xavier has bunched it up inside. Somehow Grinnnell, and mostly Durr, has been able to find an open seam and take it to the basket, and if nothing else, draw the foul.
Sienna Durr, the junior for the Tigers, with 20 points. And she's taken over here in the fourth quarter. So here we go, under 3 minutes to go in this final game of the night.
Now see, there's a wide open shot. Earlier in the game, she would have taken that shot, but they're getting passive.
Noonan over to Stanek, who takes the jumper, and
Wow.
she nails it.
That's an unbelievable shot. She's off balance, running to her left, knocks down her 5th three. That is huge. Because that's one of those no, oh yes shots.
Stanek for the Saints, matching Durr for the Tigers, both of those players with 20 points. Here's Durr driving to the hoop, has it blocked, but a foul is called instead on Ivester.
Right, and she just takes it into the hole, and if nothing else, she might go to the free throw line. And the one thing I want to check on Durr, from the free throw line this year, she's 73%.
Nice stroke there.
Now she's got 21.
Always shop Fairway's full-service meat counter for the best USDA choice beef, all natural pork and chicken. To learn more, visit fairway.com.
Now it's back to a 4-point game, and another steal by Grinnnell. And that one, Jackson knocked it away, and Grinnnell picked it up.
No good, but Durr with the rebound, back up and in.
And that's a heck of a shot right there, because she was falling backwards and put it up left-handed.
2-point lead for the Saints. Stanek blocked by Durr. Three-pointer good for Kylie Brown.
They've hit 2 big three-pointers here in this quarter. First one by Stanek, second one by Brown.
Durr loses it, but the Tigers keep it here. A minute and a half to go.
Well, you're going to get that call every time because that's a reach-in foul. And even if there wasn't much done there, it did affect the play. And she reached in, committed the foul, and that's going to lead to some big free throws here. And that's going to be Macy Harris, who has a couple of big free throws. Ninth foul on Xavier.
Hey, basketball fans, save money while in Greater Des Moines. The Catch Des Moines Fun Pass features deals and discounts at places like Fong's Pizza, Science Center of Iowa, and MB2 Raceway.
Big offensive rebound.
Oh, that's Kira Hungerford.
And that was all because of the offensive board.
Minute 12 to go. Here's Lexi Noonan. Misses, gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in.
That's what the star does. She took it right to the basket, stayed with it, got the rebound, and put it back through.
Now under a minute to go, a 4-point lead for the Saints. Traveling on Hungerford.
Yes, and she did take a step. The Grinnnell folks don't like it because the basket went in, but she did take a step. Now we're going to see all kinds of pressure, Pat. 48.4 seconds. Grinnell's down 4.
Noonan will throw the ball in. She finds Davis.
Well, see if they have to foul it all because they are down 4.
For Daniels.
Because time does become a factor here in Grinnnell, and Xavier doesn't have to shoot. And there's a foul. And probably pretty good foul because Noonan just missed 2 free throws. Noonan, by the way, is normally a pretty good free throw shooter, 70.5%.
All right.
But she missed 2 a few moments ago.
And she misses. Big break for the Tigers. What a comeback by Grinnnell here in the fourth quarter. They trailed by 12 points heading into this period.
Well, they've outscored Xavier 22-11 here in the fourth quarter. And part of it, again, I believe, was Xavier getting passive offensively and not shooting the shots that got them the lead in the first place. And that gave Grinnnell a chance to get some steals. Both teams are pretty even on turnovers, 13 for Xavier, 14 for Grinnnell. But Grinnnell just decided to take the ball inside. They were struggling from the outside, except for those 2 by Hungerford now when they really needed them. And now they're shooting 5 of 16 from the 3-point line. But more importantly, it's a 1-point game. Now, they don't have to foul right away, but they may have to foul eventually. But even if they foul and Xavier gets a couple free throws, it's still a 1-possession game.
Yep. Kira Hungerford, again, 2 big 3-pointers here in the fourth quarter, all 8 of her points in the second half. Noonan to work it in, and she finds Daniels. They break it across with Stanek. And Kiana Stanek and her 20 points going to the free throw line.
Stanek is 66% free throw shooter. She is coming into this 10 of 15 on the year, so not a lot of experience, but she's been pretty poised this ball game.
Yeah.
And there's that poise, and she takes a deep breath after that. Big free throw here.
Stanek trying to give the Saints a 3-point lead with 20 seconds left. She does.
Boy, that's clutch. That is clutch.
The Tigers do have a timeout, but they take it right inside to Durr. She can't get the shot to go. The Saints with the rebound. Now they have to foul.
Yeah, now they have to foul. You know, but that's still a good play inside to Durr. She just missed the shot.
Yep.
And good defense on the part of the Saints.
So Lexi Noonan, a chance to redeem herself. She's missed 3 critical free throws here late in the game, but she can ice the game right here.
Well, she gets a 1-and-1 here. Funny how big-time players make shots at big times, right? She hit it when they needed it, though, and now it's a 4-point lead. even though she'd missed the previous 3.
She hit him when it really counted. 12 points.
Timeout Xavier. They want to set up the defense, and they want to talk it over a little bit. You don't want to commit a foul you don't need to. Let them score. Let them score. You got a 5-point lead.
Yeah. And just 10 seconds left. What a great comeback here for the Tigers. At least at this point, it looks like they might come up short, but great job by Grinnnell to fight back into this game. Amazing. Down by 12 points heading into the 4th period, and then go on a 12-3 run to start the 4th period.
Well, and they did all the things right. They got back to within 1. They fouled Stanek. She hit 2 free throws. But then they got the ball inside the Durr, and she just missed the shot, but she had to go over the top of some Giants inside, and then Xavier gets the rebound. Noonan gets fouled. She makes 2 free throws. So it's really a matter of who makes the big shots down the stretch. For a while there was Grinnnell to get back in the ball game, but at the free throw line in a clutch situation, you can't ask any more than 4 for 4 out of Xavier.
All right, let's see who Grinnnell, what kind of play they draw up here.
It better be a quick one. And that's what Xavier wants to do. They don't care if they steal, they just want to slow them down.
Oh.
Make them work for it.
Macy Harris to Durr. She'll take it inside. Get the basket on the timeout.
Yep, and 2.9. So now they have to get a steal, obviously, and a 3.
What a night for Sienna Durr. 25 points.
26. Sorry.
All right.
I hate to correct you.
She's scoring so fast, I can't keep the calculator up. 58-55. Xavier looking to move into the Class 4A semifinals. The winner of this game will play on Friday morning at 10 o'clock against North Scott.
And all they really have to do is get the ball in, because then obviously without the steal, Grinnnell has to foul. If nothing else, they come to this end of the court. So even if they miss the free throw, they still have to go the length of the court and knock down a 3. So really the key is just getting the ball in.
All right, a lot of excitement and no timeouts left for either team. So obviously 3 seconds left. This will be our ball game right here.
Well, unless Grinnnell gets a steal and hits a 3. I'd say a really good job by this Grinnnell team. First ever state tournament appearance. They have played with quite a bit of poise here.
You wouldn't know it by the way they've played.
You actually would not know. That's exactly right, Pat.
All right, Lexi Noonan with the inbounds. And we have a foul on Durr.
Well, see, and that hurts you because, again, it takes you all the way down the other end of the court. That's her 5th foul. Not that, and that's probably not going to mean anything, but at least try to let them get the ball in. So nothing else, now they're on the other end of the floor. And even if she misses the free throws, and she gets 2 of them, if she misses them both, they still have to throw at the length of the court.
Yeah. So the junior Sienna Durr, what a game, 26 points. And 13 of those
ball game
in the 4th quarter.
And now, wisely, Tom Lilly tells his team, get away from the free throw line. But that's the ball game right there, 4-point game.
Maria Steffen makes both for the Saints. She has 6 points. And Xavier moves to the Class 4A semifinals with a 60-55 win over Grinnnell. A terrific 4th period we saw there when it looked like it might get completely away from the Grinnnell Tigers, who end their season with 19 wins and 5 losses. But wow, their first ever trip to the state tournament, and a very exciting game here. Xavier survives.
And that's a good word for it, Pat, because Xavier comes into the final quarter. They're leading by 12, and Grinnnell comes back almost all the way. They got to within 1 at 54-53 after back-to-back threes by Kyra Hungerford. But then down the stretch, Xavier made free throws, 6 out of 6. Kiana Stanek hit 2 to make it 56-53. Noonan got fouled after a missed shot by Durr to make it 58-53. And then at the end, Stefan made 2 when the game was pretty much solidified. So 6 out of 6 from the line down the stretch. That's big time.
All right, Grinnnell, as you can see, celebrating a terrific season.
Absolutely, give them credit. I mean, 19-5, first ever trip to the state tournament. I'm looking at their roster, and they start with 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a sophomore. So it might be tough for them to get back next year, but depends how good. But Naomi Jackson played a lot. She's a sophomore in the game. Megan Doty played. She's a sophomore. But they're going to lose Wilkins, and they're going to lose Hungerford. And those are 2 key parts to this team. They average between them about 25 points a game.
All right. So Xavier, as we mentioned, they started their season 7-6. They have not lost since January 10th when they were at 7-6. They're now 18-6, and the number 6 Saints move into the 4A semifinals. Our final here, Cedar Rapids Xavier 60, Grinnnell 55. For Larry Kotler, I'm Pat Curtis. Thank you for watching. This is CISN.TV.
Thanks for watching our live coverage of the 2017 Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament on Central Iowa Sports Network. You can check CISN.TV for a replay of this game. The free coverage of today's game brought to you on CISN by Mid-American Energy, CenturyLink, Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottling Company, and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. That's all for now from Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines.